What's going on today, guys? Geek Room Life here, doing something that I usually don't do on this channel. I got a really big box today, and it is manga. I haven't read manga in a long time, and went back to it. I remember buying the first issue of Shonen Jump, remember that thick magazine that kind of previewed chapters, and then after maybe 6 or 7 months of you liking it, it would branch off to the actual serialized volumes. And I remember my friend bringing over One Piece and Shaman King, and that started my love for it. And like an idiot, when I grew up, late teens, early adults, I got rid of it. When some of the stuff went out of the print, and it was worth a little bit of money, of course I got rid of it. But coming back, I'm really enjoying it because I don't know if they've had this stuff back then. It was called this, but omnibuses, which is like 2 to 5 volumes in one book. And then sometimes if it's a short manga, they'll put the whole story in a thick book. And I really enjoy that it's cheap. You know, if you've seen the man cave, you've seen the movie room. Room is kind of a thing, so I don't want to have to put up 4 shelves just for one giant collection when I can put the whole collection on the shelf. So this is sadly half my order. It was from Black Friday sales all the way up to year-end Christmas sales on Right Stuff, Inside Trades, and a few other places I don't remember. Some's new to me, some I've read before. Like I've read some of this before, and I just got out of it. Not because it was a bad story, just because I faded away from it. And I really like how they're doing this now. This is Death Note, the Black Edition. It's really cool. It's black on the spine. It's really cool. It almost makes it feel like you're actually reading like a Death Note. I got volume 1, volume 2 of that. The rest is on its way. But some of these I did order all the volumes just so it'll keep me back. I don't get burned out on it. Another one I read was at Barnes & Noble. This is the one of the Pokemon collector's editions, I think they're called, not omnibuses. This is one of the ones that got me started up again. I was in Barnes & Noble waiting on my wife and kids to get, that white girl special at Starbucks. And I started reading volume 1, and it follows the Game Boy games. And then it kind of goes off on its own. But the Game Boy games, their patterns is kind of like the solid plan for it, but it deviates back and forth. And I read volume 1, and they didn't have volume 2 or anything else. I came home, was on the Blu-ray forum, and they've got a manga and anime section, and I said, guys, where's the best place to get these online? They introduced me to Right Stuff, and I was lucky enough to hit it on their year-end sale. So some of these are like, this was like $17 at Barnes & Noble. I got it for $10 on their sale. So that's volume 3 of that. I already had volume 1 and 2, so I picked up volume 4, which 3 goes into the Game Boy art. You got red, yellow, green, blue, and then volume 3 picks up with the gold and silver, and then I'm not familiar past that. I think it's ruby and sapphire, maybe emerald. So here's volume 5 of it. Next thing I picked up is a manga that I got 28 volumes in, and again I really enjoyed it, but I watched the anime, so I kind of spoiled it, and it's Inuyasha. And again, you can't beat these prices. Right Stuff, I think they're $20 at the store. Right Stuff had them for $11. So it's a bunch of Inuyasha. And again, 3 volumes for $12, and they've got these Viz Bigs, which are pretty big, and like they're pretty cool. I enjoy sitting and looking at them when they're on the shelf. So I bought the whole set, but they've split my order. So right here's 6, 5, 4. Really good art, really good spine art too on these. So again, if you're like me, sometimes I just sit and look at my shelves, or I zone out watching a movie, I look over at my collection or whatever, and they look really good. There's volume 3, 2, and 1. Next up is an anime that I watched, and it was really disturbing. I didn't know if I should take a shower after I watched it or not, but come to find out that I'm not sure if what came first, the anime or the manga, but I got The Elfen Lied. Really good if you're into horror, gore, maybe a little bit of fan service mixed into. This is a really good series. So I got 1, 2. Took me forever to find 3. I had to buy that at the store. They were sold out for the longest time, and it made me mad. That's one thing about Right Stuff. They'll get a volume out, or one volume will be like out of print, and you've got like 17 volumes, and like volume 7 is hard to find. And here's volume 4 that I picked up at my local store. I hate to sound OCD, but it's got a lot of nicks in it. And again, as a collector, after I do read these, I'm going to try to place them on a bookshelf and not mess with them anymore. So it really bothers me that it's got a bunch of nicks. Next up is a new one. I like horror. And again, on the forum, I asked, hey, what's some good horror manga? You know, I've heard of Junji Ito, everybody has at this point, even if you've never picked up a book and you're like around anime, horror, stuff like that. So they recommended The Drifting Classroom, which, again, these are beautiful. I bought these at the store just so I wouldn't get a messed up binding. These are in very thick books in 3 volumes, and each volume's got like probably 700, 800 pages in it. Beautiful, beautiful. I don't even want to put these in the bookshelf. I want to find somewhere maybe at the end of each shelf, maybe just display a couple for their art on the front. Very beautiful. So as I've already mentioned, I've never read them, never heard of them, but everyone told me Junji Ito. I hope I'm saying his name. So the first one I got of him, of course, I got the biggest and thickest first, is Tomo Kame, however you say it. This was really good. It is it has an underlying plot that each chapter is new about this girl who's a succubus, and she just finds her way to get what she wants and everything. This was good. I liked it. But if this was good, this was great. Gyo, I've heard it pronounced a lot of ways. I'm sure y'all have read those if y'all are into horror manga. Really good. Really enjoyed this one. But the cream of the crop is, so far that I've read by him, is Uzumaki. Very good. A town obsessed with spirals, nothing new. This was the first manga that I really got into the characters, and I'm not going to spoil the ending for you, but I really cared about them, whether they live or die or what happened. This story kind of left me like, dang. And that's a good artist for you, creator, content creator, author, whatever you want to say. So I'm definitely going to collect all the Junji Ito there is so far. Everyone knows Dragon Ball. Growing up, I got to see a really uncensored version of this comic, and I've noticed that a lot of newer ones, like the Viz big ones, and a lot of the the newer 3-in ones, are editing stuff out. And not that I want to see like Bulma's breast or anything, but I don't think you should edit out work. I know it was made for older teen, and now they've brought it back down for the ages for everyone. So it went from a PG-13 to like a G, which I don't think you should do that. But anyway, again, not complete, but we've all read these. We all know what Dragon Ball is about, so I got this one while I could get it. Next up is, I've got this whole set coming, and they've split my orders, so I've only got 2. The Yu-Gi-Oh! 3-in-1s. Yu-Gi-Oh! As I grew up playing the card game, I'm sure a lot of y'all have, but Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a lot more than the card game, especially in the manga. The first 7 chapters are just not even card games, just they call them the king of games, playing all kinds of games, them getting in trouble. Even when the Duelist Kingdom and Battle City came along, even though the main focus was card games, it was still really good, and then at the end, it's spectacular when they go back in time. And this is something brand new. Got this, picked this up really cheap on eBay. The whole set was like $15. And I knew Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, I know Arc, and there's different ones, and I really like to follow the story of Yugi and Kyle. That's what I'm used to, that's what I grew up on. So this is a new story, almost in the same vein as the original 7 volumes, but with dueling in it. And it takes place after Battle Kingdom before Millennium World, or whatever they call it, and it's really good. Next up is Rurouni Kenshin. Very beautiful, beautiful story. One of my favorites, actually probably my second favorite manga of all time. I actually ordered the Samurai X collection on DVD. I was waiting for it to come out on Blu-ray. It went out of print, and I finally got a good deal on it. And again, we all know what that guy did. If you don't, he got caught with some images of some ladies that wasn't per se legal. And I don't know what happened with him, I don't know much. A lot of people don't read him anymore or try to socialize with him. And it's the same thing as the guy from the Jeeper Creepers Clown House movie. It's hard to separate the art from the artist, but you have to, because again, but this is a beautiful story. What he did stopping you, I'm sorry, but that's like all those Justin Long fans and Jeepers Creepers. Look how many watched that movie, and he did some horrible things too. But really good. One I have never heard before, just got recommended to me for horror, is Abitsu. And again, brand new, still sealed. It must have a bunch of gore or nudity in it because it's sealed up. And it is another omnibus. It's the whole story in one novel type deal. And last but not least, I almost feel forced into buying this. I've heard it till I could scream, and it was so beautiful, and I got it for a good deal, is Berserk. I think at this point, everybody and their brother knows about Berserk. It is like Dragon Ball Z for like adults, I guess. And again, this is another one. I feel like I need to take a bath after reading. They told me, you know, hey, buy the first 3, you know, that's only $150 or whatever, because it's $50 a piece. And you'll eventually like it on the third one. And after reading it, I like it. But like I said, I don't know how I feel about it. I like the characters and the art style, but somehow the story, I don't know, it just feels grimy. I guess that's good art, you know, how the artist interprets, you know, when he can do that, you know, and make you not like it but keep reading. It's good. It's almost like a character in a movie you hate, and you hate the person in real life, and you like would hit him if you met him, but it's the character he plays, and that means he's a good actor. But I don't know if I'll do another video for the another haul. There's about 30 more volumes coming. But it's just something I'm going to do and start reading. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe, hate, and rate, and y'all have a great day.